Okay, everyone, it's Friday, TGIF, it's even happy hour.
Of course,
what's
turn up
going
Friday.
on? Turn up, turn up,
We are
turn
turning
up.
up.
Okay, so we start from the north this morning, where the Yobe state government has gone spiritual with vandals of electricity towers in the state. The vandalism had caught Borno and Yobe states from the national grid, and while laying curses on the insurgent using the Quran, the Muslim cleric and others also offered cows to Allah to expose the perpetrators of the evil.
Daga yau kuma bayan shi haka gwamnatin Yobe ba za ta yarda ba ana yi mar vandalizing din wutar lantarki gashi cikin state capital cikin Damaturu transformer da yawa amo cable an cire to wannan ma an sa Qur'ani transformer mu da yawa yanzu nan gwamnatin jihar Yobe shi yake shan wahala amma ana lalatawa daga yau shi ma wanda suke wannan bannan su je su sayar da mai sayarwa da mai kaiwa duk da Qur'ani ya dube su daga yau duk wanda yake da a cikin wannan abun salamu alaikum.
The 330 kV line that supplies electricity to Damaturu, Yobe State Capital, and also Borno State. Now, in December, on 21st of December 2023, a day to the commencement of the National Quranic Recitation Competition, some criminal elements vandalized two of the towers, and the state was thrown into darkness. Now, some few months ago, 2 to 3 months, they have done it again, and they have put Damaturu town and Borno State in total darkness. Now the state government decided to go spiritual so that God will expose those people that are responsible. So that God will expose those people that are responsible, since we don't know them, but God knows everybody.
All right, let's see some thoughts right there. But what do you really think about this video, right? Gone spiritual?
Actually very funny, because going spiritual because of electricity and all of that, it is actually funny. One thing that Nigeria, or one problem we have is we are taking everything spiritual. We need to face the fact, do the needful. We need to do what we need to do as citizens and put the government in their place, but trust us to be spiritual in everything.
All right, let's see some thoughts. That is not very far from what netizens would be saying in their reactions. Absolutely. So OG goes first.
So OG says, religion, laugh, laugh, laugh. Nigeria, Africa, we are very funny. After nurturing insecurities in adulthood, so they do pass out parade, begin return the favor to do POP, we nurture them. They are now resorted to prayers, funny lots.
Okay, also in that light is another user, Wiwa, who says, when the government fails to provide security, when the policemen and military are megads to big men, the poor are left with no option than to petition God. It is what it is until the poor wake up from their slumber.
Exactly. And Annie says, religion is one of the problems we have in Africa. It has done us more harm than good. So instead of assigning armed patrol team, CCTV cameras, punishing the culprits, engaging the communities in securing the infrastructure, they decided to pray. I pity Africa.
Okay, and then Adeoke says it is necessary, but they can work towards answered prayers by fishing out economic saboteurs in their community. They should set up a community vigilante and see the real miracle of God. Absolutely, in that point.
Agree.
So people would say that you need to work because even prayer works.
works.
So instead of disturbing God that has given you sense so that you can rest, you need to use common sense that is not common. So more stories.
And God will have to use your prayers to work.
Absolutely.
So the next story is on the Federal High Court. Lagos has upheld a new Central Bank of Nigeria regulation that requires financial institutions to demand to collect social media handles of their customers as part of the standard Know Your Customer procedure. In a ruling on Thursday, the presiding judge, Justice Nnamdi Dimba, said the regulation is not a breach of the right of privacy of bank customers. He struck out a suit filed by a Lagos State-based lawyer, Chris Eke, seeking a declaration that the regulation is contained in Section 6A, subsection 4 of the Central Bank of Nigeria Customer Due Diligence Regulations 2023.
All right, so at this point, if your bank sends you a message or you need to register a new account and they say, oh, what's your social media handle? It means that whatever name you have on your social media handle will have to be there. Because
so what of those that don't have, that are not on social media?
Oh, well, if you have to provide. But otherwise, your name will have to be your name instead of user 000 like we see on TikTok. People,
but that is, well, let's see what netizens are saying about that. So Beauty says, very soon they will ask to collect our blood samples. And the next user says, you insult Tinubu, then debit you.
Okay.
And Adanze says, NIN and BVN no work. Now social media handles are not defined. What if I'm not on social media or I dropped a fake social media handle? This is crazy.
Absolutely, they would have to verify that the same way they do for other banks. And Nene George says, should this be our area of focus now? Will it solve the Nigerian banking problems? Every day, new rules that doesn't even make sense while the main problem lingers. Clueless government.
And our next user says, feels like a frozen country, no escape. Always shocking us left, right, and center.
Just like the tax thing that we said.
Exactly.
We start paying tax for insecurity. It's paying security tax for insecurity. Let's see more stories and more thoughts as they have been unfolding. Well, for lack of classrooms, some students of a secondary school in Opamo in Ilorin West local government area of Kwara State were drenched in a heavy downpour on Thursday. A video on social media captured them and their teachers in a makeshift room with no walls, no windows, no doors, as they struggled to protect their books from the rain. All right, such a sorry state right there. So let's see some thoughts to this development on the space of X. Kayode.
And Kayode is saying, see classroom provided for young minds in 2024. Wow. How on earth would they be able to compete favorably with their counterparts across the globe? This is sad.
Pretty sad, really if you ask me. And then Oladeji says, they build schools, but they are not proud to enroll their children there. They build hospitals, but they don't visit them, nor have their family members treated there. They build prisons, but they have reserved palaces if they ever if ever convicted for their crimes. Do they even ever get convicted? People say that they're always in their sitting room. The thing is just avoid public appearance so that people don't say, oh, is this your prison? But more thoughts.
And our next user said, this is enough reason for any politician to lose an election. Same school will be used as a collation center in the next election, and people will collect bribes and sell votes in the same dilapidated school on election day. Nigeria problems are man-made.
Yeah, man-made. Yeah, also supposed there. And this user says, no matter how far, government can fix everything at once. This is Kwara, which education was abandoned for 7 years due to diversion of Yobe fund meant for education to unknown pockets by Saraki's administrations and get Kwara blacklisted. Over thousands left dilapidated, and it says it's step by step. But then in the next slide is just like Nigeria that is supporting us with 90 billion naira. Just last month here, April 1, this year 2024, look at the headline there that Kwara government sponsors 200 pilgrims to spend over 1 billion naira on 2024 Hajj, and you're wondering what is the gain to the overall
Misplaced
populace
priority.
of everyone.
Oh,
so
God.
let's have more stories.
Our next story is still on the educational sector, where the Lagos state government has threatened to sanction any teacher or school that continues to use the extra 1 hour meant for extracurricular activities after the official closing hour for extra lessons. Now, the government says that the students should be encouraged to participate in these activities instead of teaching them. The State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Jamiu Ali Balogun, stated this during a project commissioning at one of the school complexes.
That's also coming from Lagos State.
Exactly.
And they say that, most of these times they would say that, oh, it's child labor, don't do this, let the child sleep and all. But they are saying that it is very, very key
Important
for children to
extra.
actually participate in vocation.
Because you can't keep teaching them from morning till. They need to breathe.
Absolutely. Breathe is the word. On Instagram is this user who says, millions of students failed JAMB. You're placing a ban on extra lessons. Cocoa sanction the intake of water. Let's all be thirsty as you all.
And the next user says, the one that pisses me off so much is seeing school bus coming by 5 a.m. to pick a child of 2 years or 3 years to school. Then he or she returns home by 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Like, what are you guys teaching?
And it's even the school fees. It's not by age.
Exactly.
You have to pay it. Then Inuwa says, teachers didn't sanction the government for underpayment or delayed payment of the salaries. It's now the government that has the audacity to sanction teachers for extra lesson. What a country we are in.
And the next user says, this administration will hit the nail on the head just about anything, so long as it is not the head. A very busy, jobless government.
Okay. Yes. So this video right here, I saw it this morning on the space of social media. I mean, this has to do with anger, if you ask me. So I'm not sure where it is from, but I heard Isoboadi, no problem, right?
Okay.
Isoboadi, no problem.
Yeah,
so which has to say,
raw.
Okay.
Yes.
That's that one. It means no problem. I understand that part. So, which suggests that it is from the southeastern part of the country. So it's of an angry electricity user and electricity distribution.
Okay.
It's the electricity distribution company of that area. So
Okay, the southeast.
clearly he was angry. Maybe that NEPA came to his house and then this happened. We'll let you see the video before we come back to call it a day.
Okay.
All right, so that's it, and the video. Anger management. You trust me that this man, whatever it was that he was debating in the video, or why should they cut my lights, you've seen now that he would have to pay more than the dues.
Exactly.
Perhaps he wasn't getting the lights that he was paying for, or there was no light at all that he should be paying for. But look at that video right there.
It's a lot. The anger is too much. We know
Anger
the
in the
country's hard
land.
already, but
Anger in the land.
Anger in the land. And then they say, Obozeghie. Obozeghie.
it's the most of what you
Okay.
You know, so
Wow, I just realized that
You're the only one.
I'm alone. I'm alone. Wow.
We're sorry.
but they'll also be asking for your social media handle.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. It's something we can do. I mean, I'm not impersonating, so
You know, the comment of the day for me is, it looks like we're freezing or something. One of the
We're in a frozen country.
a freezing country or something. We're frozen or something. And then every day you are awakened to a shock.
Bye.